Hi friends! That was good. So it's been a while since we did a pregnancy update. We are now 22, just gone 22 weeks, so we're over halfway. I think the last one we did was about 16 weeks, but there wasn't really much in between then and now to update you on. Now there's lots of things to update you on. I have had my 20-week scan. Baby was doing really well at the scan. It's measuring about a week behind, but I'm already due to have growth scans, so they're not concerned because baby will be kept a close eye on anyway. So do you want to show the scan picture?
That's baby.
So
cute.
baby's doing very well, and this is
She's
my
so hot.
growing self. It's very wriggly. I feel it moving all the time now, which is lovely. So had my scan. I'm doing really well. My heart's doing really well. My heartburn is killer. So I'm ploughing through loads of water and eating Rennie tablets like they're going out of fashion. I've never had heartburn this bad before, ever. So yeah, it's a really bad heartburn. I'm really tired today as well. But that's my fault. I stayed up watching a movie last night with Daddy anyway. So I saw my consultant recently, and I've got all my notes down here, which is where I'm going to keep looking down because a lot happens in a day in this house, and it's been about 2 weeks since I saw the consultant, so I can't remember everything off by heart. But he basically threw the kitchen sink at me. So my last delivery was very quick. She was born in 22 minutes from 1 centimetre to baby in arms. It was very quick, and I was in for an induction, didn't get that far, just had baby of my own accord anyway. But this time he wants to have a lot more intervention. So he's requested that I go into hospital earlier and be induced so that they can give me an IV antibiotics because my third baby was group B strep baby. Even though I've not had it in the last two pregnancies, he wants me to have IV antibiotics this time. Also because of the number of pregnancies and deliveries I've had.
Yeah.
He wants to reduce the risk of any infection. So he wants me to have that as well. He also said that he wants me to have this medicine that they've given me after every delivery because I am a very good bleeder. Even though I've not had any problems after any deliveries since baby 3, he still wants me to have this or be in the hospital so that it's on standby, just because of how many pregnancies and deliveries that I've had. So this lovely idea of having a home birth because we're in the middle of a global pandemic, or have a really non-invasive delivery, has gone completely out the window because they want to throw everything at me this time. What else did he say? So yeah, IV antibiotics, medicine afterwards. He did say that because I deliver so fast, there's no way I think the antibiotics have to be in your system 2 hours before you deliver, because I think that's what they did with James. They gave me the antibiotics and I literally to the minute had them before he was born. So he was talking about potentially inducing a bit earlier, so they would take me into hospital, give me my IV antibiotics, make sure I'm all cannulated and ready to go, and then they'd induce me afterwards because I just deliver so quickly. There's no way I'd have it long enough in my system before the baby would come, because they're predicting that this time the baby would come faster. I really hope not than the last one.
Excuse me.
So upcoming things. So my next appointment that I have with the midwife, which will be at it's 25-week appointment, but it's at 24 weeks, so it's only in a couple of weeks' time. I have to have the works done with my blood work. So I'm having all my irons checked. I think it's my blood count, my folate, my ferritin and my B12, because I have been known to be deficient in B12 and need B12 injections in pregnancy, and it's usually around now I start getting anemic as well. So the last time they didn't check it quick enough, and then when they did check it, I think I was 2 numbers off of needing an iron transfusion. Do you remember with Leo? I was possibly going to have to go in and have an iron transfusion. And in the end, the doctor just said that by the time I would get in there, it would just be, because it was the weekend to give me the tablets and I was fine. So all of that's coming up. Not looking forward to that. You'd think by now I'd be so used to having injections and needles because of all the bloods that I have to take in all the time, and oh, it's horrible every time. It makes my arm feel sore just thinking about the idea of having to have bloods done. Ugh.
Yeah, I had to have blood test. It was horrible.
Yeah, but at least they numb you.
Yeah.
They don't numb me. They give you magic cream.
Yeah, magic cream.
They don't numb me, they just do it. It's horrible. Yes, that's my next appointment. And then at 28 weeks, I think it's 28 weeks that they do it, I've got my GTT test. That's my glucose tolerance test. And I've had that since baby 2. It's horrible test. Everyone raves about the fact that the sugary drink that you have tastes rubbish. It's not the best tasting drink, but it's not this sitting for hours, having to have starved and then sitting there again for like an hour afterwards and then another blood work. I'd take the sugary drink all over that, the length of time that appointment takes. So that's at 28 weeks. So the reason I have to have a glucose tolerance test is because I have polycystic ovaries. So far they've all come back fine, but I have to have them every single time to check for potential gestational diabetes. So that's why I have to have that done. And then I start having growth scans. Pretty sure the first one is at 28 weeks. And then I think it's supposed to be at 32 weeks and 36 weeks. But by the time I get to about 30 weeks, if this pregnancy is anything like the last one, I'll be having scans I think it was every other week I started, and then right at the end I had them every week for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. We'll just have to see how it goes. I'm hoping that this time this baby just grows and I don't have to have as much intervention and hospital appointments as I had last time.
4 of them.
What's 4 of them? Oh, 4 fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely. So lots of appointments starting to ramp up now. So I have my mental health assessment check next week, which is a phone call, which I've had before. It just goes through all of your history. If you have had problems with postnatal depression, I think I'll do a video separate from this one and actually talk about my postnatal depression journeys, because I've had it twice, in my first pregnancy and in my fifth, not in pregnancy, afterwards. After my first pregnancy and after my fifth pregnancy. Second, third and fourth, nothing. Maybe a little bit of the blues, but they were I had postnatal depression, very different kind of symptoms, and my mind was working in very different ways with both experiences. So I think, that's something I'll share on another video, because it's something that happens to so many people. And you can have very similar journeys with it to some people, and then other people experience it completely different, and it comes in like different stages, and it's not spoken about enough. It's a bit of a taboo, and the first time I got it I was terrified, so that's definitely a video for another day. So that's why I have to have mental health assessments. That's next week, and then the week after I've got my blood work.
Very busy.
Yeah. Midwife appointments, and then I think I get like 2 or 3 weeks rest before all my scans start kicking off, and then it's consultant appointments. So lots to keep you updated with. So but for now everything is going fine.
My brain explode just
I know,
thinking about it.
you should see the calendar. It's just riddled with appointments. So for now, when I had my last checkup, baby's heartbeat was 135. So what does that usually? It's under 40. So that would make it, by the old wives' tale, that would be boy heartbeat, wouldn't it? 135 under 40. Yeah. So we'll see. We haven't found out. We're not going to find out.
I hope it's a girl.
We'll all find out together at the end. Yeah, we'll see. So so for now everything is going really, really well. Baby is moving loads. Lots of appointments to keep you updated on in the coming weeks. But yeah, everything's going well. So we're very excited to see this baby and see how the pregnancy carries on. So yeah, bye friends.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.